24 Kenyans are among over 1,000 suspects who have been arrested in connection with the theft of more than 24 billion shillings in online fraud.
Imagine a world where every email you open, every transaction you make, and personal information you share online is vulnerable to theft or manipulation. For millions across Africa, this isn't a dystopian future, it's a daily reality. Cybercriminals are no longer lone hackers in dark basements. They are organized, global, and devastatingly effective. In September 2024, a groundbreaking operation was launched to fight back. Operation Serengeti, named after the iconic African savanna, brought together 19 nations, hundreds of law enforcement officers, and some of the world's leading cybersecurity minds. Its mission: to dismantle the sprawling networks of cybercrime wreaking havoc across the continent. From the bustling streets of Lagos to the serene landscapes of Kigali, the battle against cybercrime stretched across borders. Algeria, South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, and 15 other nations came together for this unprecedented collaboration. The scale was enormous. In just 2 months, authorities identified over 35,000 victims, dismantled 134,089 malicious networks, and prevented financial losses estimated at a staggering $193 million globally. But this wasn't just about numbers. It was about reclaiming digital spaces for ordinary people, students, small business owners, and families, whose lives were upended by faceless criminals. Cybercriminals are cunning. They thrive on deception, luring victims with promises of easy money, fake investments, or even love. During Operation Serengeti, law enforcement uncovered schemes that were as elaborate as they were devastating. In Kenya, an online credit card fraud ring operated like a well-oiled machine. Using stolen card details, they siphoned $8.6 million from unsuspecting victims worldwide. Nearly 24 arrests were made, but the scars left behind, both financial and emotional, run deep. Meanwhile, a Ponzi scheme promised riches to over 1,800 victims in Senegal. Instead, it stole $6 million, leaving families destitute. When authorities raided the operation, they found rooms filled with SIM cards, cash, and ledgers detailing every fraudulent transaction. And in Angola, the illusion of glamour turned out to be a nightmare. A virtual casino targeting gamblers in Brazil and Nigeria was nothing more than a front for money laundering, preying on the hopes of those looking for a lucky break. But how do you fight an enemy that hides behind firewalls and encrypted servers? Operation Serengeti wasn't just about brute force, it was a masterclass in intelligence-led policing. Authorities produced 65 cyber-analytical reports, each one a roadmap to uncovering high-value targets. Behind the scenes, private sector partners like Group IB and Kaspersky provided critical support, analyzing data in real time and patching vulnerabilities before they could be exploited further. This collaboration was crucial. Law enforcement officers in the field relied on the precision of these reports to strike where it mattered most. From on-the-ground raids in Nairobi to covert operations in Lagos, every move was part of a meticulously planned strategy. But victory didn't come easy. Cybercriminals are evolving faster than ever. They use AI-driven malware, encrypted communication channels, and even fraudulent scripts to bypass banking security protocols. Coordinating across 19 nations brought its challenges. Each country had different laws, different priorities, and different levels of technological readiness. Yet, the shared commitment to justice kept the operation moving forward. The volume of data alone was staggering. Sifting through mountains of intelligence to identify actionable targets required patience, expertise, and sometimes, a little luck. Behind every statistic is a story. A mother in Dhaka lost her life. Savings to a scam promising high returns. A small business owner in Nairobi whose company was nearly bankrupted by ransomware. A student in Johannesburg whose identity was stolen to commit fraud. In many cases, the victims weren't just losing money, they were losing trust in the very systems meant to protect them. And while Operation Serengeti brought justice to many criminals, for the victims, the road to recovery is far longer. The success of Operation Serengeti proves one thing: collaboration works. But it's also a reminder of how quickly cybercrime evolves. As we speak, criminals are developing new strategies, AI-driven attacks, deepfake scams, and other methods we can only imagine. AFRIPOL and Interpol have pledged to keep pace with these threats. Training programs for law enforcement, partnerships with tech giants, and public awareness campaigns are already in motion. Operation Serengeti was more than just an operation, it was a statement. It showed that in the face of adversity, nations can come together to protect their people. But the fight against cybercrime isn't over. It's up to all of us, governments, businesses, and individuals, to stay vigilant. Because in this interconnected world, your security is our collective responsibility. Thank you for your time and humility in engaging with stories that shape our world. Your support drives meaningful conversations and awareness. If you found this content valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to stay informed. And remember, together, we can make a difference, one story at a time.